Welcome to the Carvana PPA Tour. James Ignatowich warming up against J.W. Johnson, Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. So as we look past to the semifinals, J.W. Johnson took down Julian Arnold in just 2 games played to make it into this final. And on the other side of the bracket, it was Jay DeVilliers versus James Ignatowich. That also closing out in just 2 games played for James Ignatowich. We've talked about how well this guy is playing this weekend, but can you give me some of the examples to where he has maybe stepped up in his game?
Yeah, I think he's been clutch at the big moments, number one, and then secondly, that two-handed backhand has just been absolutely deadly. Passing guys coming in, he's used it effectively in doubles as well. But I think what we're going to see here is, can he settle into the nerves here? You know, it's a lot to talk on Friday and Thursday, but here we are on Sunday with a chance to actually win a title. And then on the other side, J.W. Johnson played the first semi, Cameron, and usually you don't get someone to answer who would you rather see. He said, I want to play James. Well, guess what, J-Dub? You got him. So we'll see what happens with that.
I'm just curious how much mustard and pickle juice James Ignatowich has been eating and drinking over the last 24 hours. Dealt with some cramping as he has been moving all over the court. But I'm just curious how that body's going to hold up in these 2 finals.
Yeah, it was a shocking scene. They were up 9-1 in the third, and all of a sudden he started cramping. This huge comeback happened, but the mustard got him to the finish line, Cam. So this should be okay for singles to get started, but then, you know, you have to recover. He's got to match off, so figuring out that throughout the day. But this is going to be a good one. 2 good friends battling right here.
So J.W. Johnson on the left side of your screen. James Ignatowich will return. Just out of bounds. Important to note, Ben John's not here in Lakeville, Minnesota. So draw looking a little bit different, as well as Tyson McGuffin not in the draw, still dealing with a minor foot injury. A beautiful read from James Ignatowich.
There you see that terrific reach. He's so athletic for how tall he is. That's a great grab right there. And first point on Sunday for James.
Point.
James Ignatowich out of Vanderbilt. He's a fantastic collegiate tennis player. J.W. Johnson, just 21 years of age. And guys, he's starting without the sweats on this morning. I think that means he means business today.
It's serious. There's shorts on, folks.
You can see just from the early phases of this game 1, James Ignatowich is stretching, really stretching J.W. Johnson at the kitchen line.
Yeah, using that backhand to set up the next ball, and he's had a couple of nice forehand winners here to play off that two-hander. And some errors, and J.W. Johnson is already calling a timeout. We haven't even played 2 minutes.
Yeah, J-Dub throwing the paddle down, or more so lightly setting that paddle down. At 5-0, Ignatowich is on top. A Sunday debut looking awfully bright for James Ignatowich, at least at the start. He's up 5-0 right now over J.W. Johnson, and the crowd is packed. They look nice and cozy inside.
They do. It's not cozy outside, Cam. No. Temperatures are very low.
Nonetheless, it is a 5-0 start for the number 3 seed versus J.W. Johnson.
Point.
So we will play singles 2 out of 3, games to 11. Doubles matches on this Carvana Championship Sunday will be played 3 out of 5.
Side out.
Ignatowich goes for the big serve there, but he couldn't have dreamed of a better start here.
Side out.
Wow, I thought that ball from the baseline from J-Dub was going to cause some fits, but well managed by Ignatowich.
Yeah, to be able to get a paddle on it's one thing, but to keep it safe, tremendous reach, and this guy's looking good on Sunday.
Point.
It's hard to tell maybe from the baseline, but just the height above the net and just how much pace and shape
7-0.
this ball has coming off of James Ignatowich's paddle right now. I know he just missed there, but what about his style and technique enables him to have that kind of shape and creation?
He brings the tennis to it from the swing path, and then he's able to, with this Selkirk paddle, be able to just really hit the outside of the ball, and especially on the two-handed backhand side, you'll see that diving. It looks like it's going to keep that same height over the net, and then it just dives to the floor, and he has been very effective with that so far.
Side point.
So 8-0 right now for Ignatowich. J.W. Johnson just not as crisp at the kitchen line quite yet.
No, this is a guy that has phenomenal volleys, and he's missing them. Missed 2 or 3 returns as well. And
side out.
But also to Ignatowich's credit, some nice passing shots, keeping that ball awfully low, hitting his spots right now.
Yeah, and I think, again, you just got to get settled in here. And, you know, if he gets a couple, then you make him think. He did some of this lob serving and doubles, so just to switch it up, but he's just not sharp, let's be honest.
J.W. Johnson looking to turn things around here in game number 1, just find some rhythm.
And another beautiful pass from James Ignatowich right there. Short return, so if you're missing returns, then you get a little worried about doing that again, and that return comes up way too short. We can't start the day with a pickle, can we?
9-0.
Nah.
Point.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Ignatowich now with a game point. 10-0.
10-0.
Oh, and that would have been a dagger from Ignatowich. My goodness.
Just pulled it a little wide there, but that score's correct, folks, if you just jumped on the stream here. Unbelievable start.
Side out.
J-Dub getting a little handcuff there, but I do like that pattern. I mean, J-Dub is hitting that two-handed backhand relatively well and just getting some balls dropped back to him right in the middle of the kitchen. J-Dub continuing to have to hit up on the ball from the kitchen line.
Yeah, much better volleys there, though, for him keeping him in and keeping Ignatowich on the run.
There he is, and the difference there, he worked to the inside in.
Yeah, ran around the backhand here and then just clobbers a forehand.
1-10.
Little confidence, probably not winning this game, but
side out.
Just feeling the ball.
Dave, you put yourself in a box there, my friend.
Yes. I accept that box.
I've been on the bad end of that once too many times. One too many times, excuse me. It's yeah, you gotta be careful.
I'm committing to that box.
Committing to it, 10-1.
Yeah.
Let's see if James Ignatowich can prove you right.
10-1. Side out.
And a side out for J.W. Johnson.
Much better returns now, too. Obviously missing some before, and now look at the corner pocket right there with that one. It's really tough to live back there.
Right now, it's almost as if J.W. Johnson's not trusting his own baseline shots because he is getting things popped up just to the middle of the kitchen, but still a step back from the baseline.
Oh, and the dribbler.
Take it as it comes. 1-10 now.
1-10. Side out.
Another shot for Ignatowich.
10-1. Side out.
Continues to pull that cross court.
Yeah, had a lot of court there. That return very short. Saw him pass
110.
numerous times earlier with that. Missed that once. Had 4 tries already.
Same thing again. That's an amazing third shot right there from J.W. Johnson.
Timeout server, 10-1.
Little timeout on offense here. You know, you've had 4 chances to close this out. Let's think about what we want to do and get out the door.
Right now, J.W. Johnson has found a little bit more rhythm late here in game 1, even though the score doesn't show it, but it was a solid run, 10-0 for Ignatowich to start this men's singles final.
Point.
And he gets it done. So game number 1 to James Ignatowich over J.W. Johnson.
Very safe in my box, Cam.
Okay. Mark that one up for Dave Fleming.
Yeah, what a profit to see a 10-1 lead held up. But good for him. First time on Championship Sunday. Just come out, take advantage of mistakes, play clean yourself, and it's best 2 out of 3. So he's in great shape.
He's one step closer. The ball is flying in this indoor competition. Dave, we haven't talked about it yet, but just give our viewers a little bit of a glimpse into how the play changes going into the indoors.
Yeah, so several things. One of the big ones, sight lines, because in this facility, you're used to sort of that outdoor, you see a fence on both sides. Well, here you're looking through, and if your back is to the video board, there is light coming in through windows up above. Some players have lost that. This is a very spongy surface for a harder indoor surface, so the ball's not coming up quite as much as it does in some other places, so they've had to adjust to that. Obviously, there's no sun, there's no wind, so that's the same, and it's definitely going to play faster.
Well, and you saw the windows, a nice job by our crew there. That's one of the big impediments in terms of sight lines. And that's a good start for J.W. Johnson, a clean volley.
Yeah, you just got to throw that away. All right, not my best. It's not 1 game to 11. It's best 2 out of 3.
0-0.
He does look to respond after dropping the first.
Point.
And it sounds as if the crowd's behind him. They're getting him going.
Yeah, good to see
1-0.
him get off to a good start and show his true talents here.
Side out.
And that's just absolutely wicked.
Zero, 1.
Bye-bye ball. J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, James quit on the one before, but he didn't put the backhand away, and then
1-0.
swat.
Side out.
That was unique.
What a great recovery from Ignatowich.
Chased that all the way to the forehand side, but he got so
0-1.
far off the net cord, ended up a backhand.
And pasted the line with it.
Side out.
Crowd wants a 3-game match here. They're cheering everything that goes J-Dub's way here.
1-0. Side out.
Another side out for Ignatowich, just 22 years of age, 6'3", residing in Delray Beach.
0-1.
I know, obviously good buddies with J.W. Johnson. They train regularly together.
Point.
Anna Bright also part of that mix, as well as Georgia Johnson, J.W.'s sister.
1-1. Point.
So a couple missed returns there for J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, it's got to be careful. Can't turn this into what
2-1.
game 1 looked like. That is phenomenal footwork to be able to turn a backhand into a forehand and find the narrowest of windows. Watch the feet here. To get that to a forehand, open stance, and then smokes it. That's impressive.
Even after his contact, it's incredible to watch his recovery time getting set for the next ball. Quick to get those feet turned back around.
Another early timeout from J-Dub here.
J-Dub still trying to find some momentum in game number 2. So he's going to take another timeout here from championship court. J.W. Johnson taking just an extra second in his corner as he called that timeout. A little conversation with his paddle and with himself as he gets set down by 3 in game number 2. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. What can he do against James Ignatowich right now?
Play the way he's capable. I mean, literally, it's been Ignatowich applying pressure, but he's not been able to find the strokes that got him here. I mean, he played so well. He beat the hottest player in the game in Federico Staxrud in the quarterfinals, and that was an impressive battle. He has not found a level even close to that so far today, and Ignatowich has done a good job of not giving him anything for free.
Foot fault. Right foot. Point.
Foot fault for James Ignatowich. So J.W. Johnson gets away with one here.
2-4.
Yeah, great call there. Clearly in. It's tough to ride the rail of that kitchen line sometimes if you got to reach at the same time. And those are much bigger feet than some there as the big man, 6'3".
4-2. Point.
Just such great shape on that two-handed backhand, because not only is it past you, but it's curling away. So that ball is being forced to be hit on the retreat from J.W. Johnson.
5-2. Side out.
I think that ball just took a little bit of an odd bounce there as J.W. Johnson put enough spin on it.
Yeah, I'd like to see J-Dub trust his thirds and chase him here. Oh my goodness.
Side out.
That just sat up on a platter for Ignatowich.
It had to change his flight path though, so having that left hand on the paddle was huge there just to be able to bunt it into the open court. That's impressive.
Sliding from left to right, James Ignatowich.
This is not the clay of Roland Garros here, Cameron. What are you doing, James? That's unbelievable. To get there is one thing, but then to roll that into the open court past the outstretched arm of J.W. Johnson. This guy is on fire on Sunday morning.
Side out. Two, 6. Side out.
And Ignatowich just keeps throwing it into that forehand corner cross court, whether he's getting a serve with pace or the lob serve there. And you have to be patient because you have to create the pace when you get none. And Ignatowich is doing a great job of not overhitting that.
Side out.
Just out of bounds. Ignatowich will get 1 match off after this final. And then will be the mixed pro doubles final. We'll play alongside Catherine Parento, facing off against 2 names that we are remiss to have not mentioned quite yet, Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold.
Point.
Couple missed returns in a row, and all of a sudden it's 4-6 here. Yeah, Stratman and Arnold were fantastic, and going to be a handful later today.
Point.
And an earful, which we're grateful for.
Absolutely. On Diamo indeed. So
I'm ready for it.
You miss a couple returns, you're worried, you hit one short. J.W. Johnson takes advantage, and it's a 1-point game.
Side out.
Those returns become that much more critical in the game of singles here. Not just the depth, but placement and strategy.
Yeah, if you want to take angles away, you go down the middle. If you go in the corners, you've got to cover the angle you created. Wow.
Point.
How? Just watch this technique right here, brushing all the way from the left up to the right shoulder. That was back-to-back for James Ignatowich.
And so narrow over the top of the net, too. That's the beauty of the two-handed backhand, because the left hand can really give you that shape on it. Tremendous ball.
Side out.
Same guy.
5-7. Side
And
out.
that's a ball J.W. Johnson has to have, because he got a very no-pace return off a very good serve.
7-5. Point.
Another ball for James Ignatowich, 8-5 now. There's a look at Georgia Johnson just in the background. Dig in the hat, Georgia.
Keeping warm. Cozy, even. Yeah, and that's a volley right there. J.W. Johnson has the whole court. Just give yourself some room.
Point.
Wow.
9-5. Point.
And another point for Ignatowich. This is just remarkable right now. J.W. Johnson, one of the best singles players in men's singles. That's just wild.
10-5.
James Ignatowich with a match point.
Side out.
Overcooked that one.
Yeah, we'll see if J.W. Johnson can dig out of this hole. It's going to have to start with
5-10.
some of the foundation, make a good third here.
Side out.
Another side out and another shot.
Good look at the trophy.
James Ignatowich, 1 point away from holding it. And that's one heck of an angle from J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, and on match point down, these are the types of points that are the why he is there. Aggressive volleys, plenty of room, and then a beautiful angled overhead.
Side out.
Just no rhythm, though. And he's given Ignatowich a lot of looks at the backhand on returns, and he's been beat quite a bit today.
So another timeout called for James Ignatowich, another offensive one to try and close this thing out. James Ignatowich drinking some Pedialyte in that timeout, trying to get ready for one more point. That's what he faces to be able to walk away with some gold here in Lakeville, Minnesota. Men's Pro Singles Championship match.
Time in. 10-5. Side out.
J.W. Johnson continues to work towards that center or just off center on the backhand side.
5-10. Point.
And he followed his third in.
We've been asking for it and finally got it at the 11th hour here, but he's got such good movement.
6-10.
Just trust. It's about trust and confidence.
Point.
And another missed return. We saw a few of those from Ignatowich. in game number 2.
You see him looking at the ball, but again, it's the bounce does not come up as much as the players are used to at some places. It's a great serve there.
Point.
10-8.
Eight, 10. Side out.
What a shot from James Ignatowich.
After fending off 3 or 4 just bullets off the two-handed backhand from J.W. Johnson, that's a huge shot there, because if that gets to 10-9, that heartbeat is going to be elevated.
Nice placement from J.W. Johnson, was ahead in that point.
It's hard to play a patient point like that when you see a ball in the air and you don't overreact to it. Kept it deep and then made the winner on the next one, and my goodness.
Side out.
Another side out.
That ball right there was perfect, and then this one, not so much. Had a real good chance to get to 10-9 there.
But J.W. Johnson is looking at least there to get in a little bit more through the transition zone. Another championship point for James Ignatowich. Tries to go for the lob out of a defensive maneuver.
Yeah, the ball off the tape threw off the whole flow of that, and here we go again. Wow.
Side out.
Forehand has betrayed him right here, so another chance.
10-8.
His 6th look.
Side out.
And we just keep going. That's the fun part of playing pickleball, the side out. You got to earn every point.
8-10.
Oh my.
The net not doing J.W. Johnson any favors.
That had him beat, but then just the spin and then just that little kiss off the tape pushed it wide. Lucky 7?
That's a good question.
Ten-8.
And a let serve.
10-8. Point.
Big Papa Jimmy earns gold in Minnesota.
Just a tremendous job of holding it together at the end. Played so very well in game 1. Got some help. J.W. Johnson wasn't sharded until the middle of the second game, and then this combination of the backhand and then a blistering forehand, just too much. J.W. Johnson wanted James Ignatowich. Well, he got him, and James shows up on Sunday for the first time and is going to take gold home.
Welcome back to Championship Court, where I am standing with James Ignatowich, who just won gold in the finals for the Vulcan Indoor National Championships. Let's give a round of applause for James, everybody. How does it feel?
It feels great. Going in, I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, JW is a great friend of mine, and he's a great kid and so talented. So I kind of knew that if I stayed solid and played as well as I could, I'd have a chance. But luckily I came away with the win, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the mixed doubles final, which I'm going to play after this one. That's the one that's really more important to me.
You won game 1, 11-1. How did you do that?
To be honest, I don't know. JW looked a little sleepy. He might have been tired from yesterday, but he's got another final the men's doubles final, which is the one that we all wanted to be in. I mean, I think, for me at least, like that's my favorite event. And I'm not in that one. Played like crap yesterday, but so he's got that to look forward to. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how I won the first game 11-1. I think he didn't really, you know, I think he cares more about men's dubs, just like we all do. So, you know.
So I think all of us are wondering, how much pickle juice did you drink and how much mustard did you eat since Friday?
I actually had a lot of mustard in the third game of that mixed semifinal. I don't know who here saw that, but I think it goes to your head because I was a little delirious there in that interview. I don't know if you were expecting an interview like that one, then I don't know what to tell you, because that was interesting. But so yeah, if you want to act normal, don't have mustard for your cramps. I'm gonna blame that on the interview. So
We're gonna have Lucia from Vulcan Pickleball to present to you to this trophy.
Hey, James, I'm just so honored to be here representing Vulcan, giving you this amazing trophy for the Vulcan Indoor Championships on the Carvana PPA Tour. I was expecting a more exciting acceptance speech from you, but I'll let it go. Yeah, just congratulations, and so happy to be here with you.
thank you.
Everyone give a round of applause for James. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
So James Ignatowich holding the trophy. A great job by Liv Borski, the third member of our crew. Apparently, mustard is dangerous. Coming back with women's pro doubles up next on the Carvana PPA Tour.